Hello everyone, hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Money Garden. And today it's Wednesday, so welcome to Women's Wednesday. And I wanted to cover something that I think a lot of us constantly struggle. I know I struggle over the years with it, and there are times when I'm doing a little better with it, but there are times when I'm not so good with it. And that is, how do we overcome fears and doubts, right? So today I'm going to cover overcome fears and doubts. And this is a big topic in the personal development world, and there is so many experts and they have so many tactics, and there's a lot of tactics, strategies, how we can all attack these things. So what I'm going to cover today is just one of those many, and hopefully you relate to it, or you can find it useful for yourself. Of course, if not, then there's, like I said, there's so many other ones out there. But for today, I came across actually a podcast that was taped in October 3rd, 2011. Well, it was released on October 3rd, 2011 on Lewis Howes's podcast, The School of Greatness. This was some of his very, very, very early videos when he did not have the School of Greatness. They were just videos that he was posting. And it's really an oldie, so to speak, but it's a really goodie, so to speak, this video. And it features someone that I have been following for a long time, and his name is Jonathan Fields. And Jonathan Fields is really, first of all, he's really a great guy. He's an incredible human being. I follow his stuff a lot. He's been around for a very, very long time. Originally, he is an attorney, and right before 9/11, he made a decision that he was going to leave his Harvard attorney career to open a yoga studio in New York City. And fast forward all these years, he had written books, and he has a website and a show called The Good Life Project, which is just loaded with so much information, so many resources. It's really an amazing site to visit. And also, again, I highly recommend you guys follow Jonathan Fields, because he's really, really very good on so many different areas. But today, he has 4 steps that he recommends to use if we have a lot of doubts and fears. And these 4 steps could help us start overcoming those doubts and fears. And the step number 1, he talks about workflow adaptation. What he means by this is start making some small changes in the workflow, the way you do your work all day long. So for example, if you already work long hours, whether you have a corporate job or whether you are an entrepreneur or you have your own business, whatever it is, but if you're very, very dedicated to your work, to your craft, and you feel like you're working 10, 12, 15, 16-hour days, right? But you feel like you're not quite getting anything done, he highly recommends start taking like 90-minute intervals. And this whole idea of multitasking, it's been proven by research that it really doesn't work. The brain never focuses on multiple things. The brain always just focuses on one thing at a time. The reason why multitasking for some time was so popular is because, well, the brain is very efficient to very fast switch. What happens with that we can't really give it our all to any one of those tasks if we're switching constantly. So basically, Jonathan says, workflow adaptation means, take 90-minute intervals or 1 hour, immerse yourself into one task, one particular thing, then take a break, 10-15 minutes, and then do another. So switch like that instead of multitasking constantly. You're gonna get a lot more done that way than as if you just sit at your desk for 15 hours straight, you don't move, you feel like you're very, very busy, but then you're not accomplishing anything. So that's step number 1. And how does that relate to fears and doubts? Well, you're very busy, you work a lot, you don't accomplish anything, and then you start questioning yourself, whether is this the right thing, am I doing the right thing, am I good enough? Well, you're not accomplishing anything. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. So make that small change. Number 2, daily practice. Pick one thing, whether that's a meditation, something that's very small and very easily achievable for yourself that you can get to it or do it very easily, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes meditation or gratitude practice or something, 5-minute yoga, whatever it is, but something that's easy and short that you can actually do it every single day, and build that in, make it your daily habit. because what this will create, it will create a sense of anchor. You will know that you might have a lot of other things are kind of like all over the place during the day, but this one thing, it will give you an anchor and find, you know, balance in what you do every single day. Number 3, environmental shift. Will create a culture. So the fears and doubts most of the time is the fear of judgment, right, or fear of failure, right? And even fear of failure, it's been said that it comes back to, it's not even so much, we don't fear so much, what if this doesn't work for me or I fail at it? We're more than anything concerned about, again, it comes back to the fear of judgment. What are our friends going to say if I failed? What is my family going to say? What are people going to say if I failed? So Jonathan says, create an environmental shift for yourself, meaning create yourself a culture where you surround yourself with a group of people, whether 2 or 5 or 10, doesn't matter, but create the culture in which you can embrace uncertainty and you can go and try new things without the fear, knowing that if it doesn't work, it's still okay. No one's going to judge you. So that's going to give you a little bit more momentum of trying different things. And by means of trying different things, you're going to find your breakthroughs. You're going to find the things that work. But you don't know what works if you don't try at first, right? So, but in order for you to try, you have to feel comfortable and knowing that even if it doesn't work, you're still going to be okay and not be afraid that people are going to judge you. And then number 4 is ultimately action. I mean, should I say more? I think we all know this, that you can read every single podcast and every single book and all of the brain hacks and all the studies and all the research and everything. At the end of the day, it comes down to action. Nothing ever will get done if you somehow don't take action. However small, that first step forward, you have to take action. And how do you start doing that? Well, write down to the detail. What is that particular action you're going to take? And then schedule it in your calendar, and then actually go and do it. So hope that helps you guys. Again, the 4 ways that Jonathan talks about to overcome fears and doubts is a workflow adaptation, make small change, anchor your daily practice, anchor yourself, environmental shift, create a culture where uncertainty and failure is embraced and accepted. And then number 4, ultimately make sure that you actually take action. Hope that helped you guys. As always, I'm always curious to find out about your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions. Please leave them below, and I will see you guys on Friday.